Action fans, once again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the incredible contributions from all of my Optibotimus Plus channel members, we're going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends X-Men Age of Apocalypse ICEMAN, part of the new Colossus Build-A-Figure wave. This is one that I might have to change the background because this guy's pretty blue. And I don't mean that as a compliment to the color of him. He is just very blue. For the package though, as with all of them, you got that nice open window that fully showcases the figure, his accessories, the Build-A-Figure part right there. First you got the logos right down here, right up there, and then you got good old Bobby right here on the side with Apocalypse there in the background. Come around to the other side, same thing. Then the back section here, you get all the figures in this wave that allow you to create Colossus. And it says right here at the top that ICEMAN joins the X-Men to stop Apocalypse and prevent the catastrophic culling of humankind in a harsh dystopian future. Very much the same. ICEMAN is kind of a character that is just there for the most part in the series. In my opinion, very underutilized. He also doesn't really take this form too terribly much. Maybe I'll go and get some photos to kind of show you kind of how he really looked, but this is very, very subdued. And I almost kind of wish that the team over at Hasbro went a little bit further in terms of creating a full-on ice look for him as he had in the Age of Apocalypse series. Still really very cool looking, and I like the changes that they've done. But for the packaging on him, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have ICEMAN opened up and out of his packaging. And like I said before, ICEMAN in the Age of Apocalypse storyline really didn't get a lot of flushing out in terms of character development that other characters did. For the most part, he was just a background character. But what we did learn was that much like the ICEMAN that we know that joined the X-Men with Charles Xavier, this version of ICEMAN joined very early on with Magneto. The difference, though, is Magneto did not tolerate any kind of joking that Bobby really had. And because of that, really pushed him extraordinarily hard, which results in this version of ICEMAN being much more powerful than any version that we really ever saw. Fully utilizing his powers in a variety of ways, whether it being almost like instantly transporting himself by using bodies of water from one place to another, creating duplicates of them. Hell, he could even possess other beings by taking over the molecular water structures in their bodies. I mean, he was intense. So much so that he really did not have any qualms about killing people. He was absolutely a very brutal sort of member of the X-Men that rarely actually took this form. I'll put images here on the screen where you can see basically he just kind of takes up everything. I mean, there is so much moisture in the air that he could actually exist as that moisture. So he was really kind of all over the place. To the point, like I said, that he rarely took this form. And that's what might be my biggest kind of regret with this figure. Not that the figure's bad, because it's actually a really good figure. It just doesn't really capture that essence and look of the character in the Age of Apocalypse storyline. For his accessories, as all of them do, he does come with, well, I shouldn't say all of them, Magneto doesn't, but he comes with the right arm of Colossus that you can see also includes a fist as well. Again, we'll put all of this together, but you can see real nice detail on there. Really comes together very nicely. And then he does have a couple extra hands here. I really do like these ones because you can really see, I don't want to say like a mutated look because he is a mutant, but you can see the warped look that he tends to create for himself. You can see like the claws and everything. Both of them have that, and I think really looks cool. One's a little bit more open than the other, which I really do appreciate, but I love that slightly different look. That is really cool, and like I said, really talks about the overall power of this guy. So much that you can even see like his head and everything is so radically different. If I get it to kind of focus, it's very different than what we're used to seeing. I mean, it is humanoid, but we're not really used to seeing him kind of almost featureless. Throughout the rest of the body, you have this really cool ice effect kind of put on there. Again, sort of getting, you can see it like with the shoulders and everything. You got some extra little bits here on the forearms and everything like that. Even when you come down to the legs, you got a little bit more of that kind of ice effect. So it does kind of recreate that look, and I do appreciate it. I just really do like that. Almost omnipotent, they're omnipresent. I don't even know what word I want to use, but he's like always there, and I think that is really cool. Even when you look at the hands here, you can see like he's got these jagged edges throughout. Very radically different than what we're used to seeing with Iceman, and it makes sense because the character is very radically different. For a comparison, let me get him to stand. You gotta futz with his legs a little bit. There we go. Now, for me, the only Iceman that I have in my collection is this one, which is meant to replicate more of that classic comic look for him. I like this one, but it kind of looks more like Silver Surfer than anything. But you can see that Iceman always had a very humanoid sort of look to it. He didn't really explode the ice around his body too much like the Age of Apocalypse version. I mean, this is really cool looking. I love it. And the color is great. It is a slightly translucent blue, but you can see there's darker bits with it. You got some little white aspects that really kind of flush things out. You can see that like with the head as well. This guy looks great. By no stretch of the imagination is he a weak addition to this lineup. I just really do like that whole mass that he kind of just envelops. It's super, super cool looking, I think, and you can see it in those pictures. For his articulation, the head is on a ball joint. He also does have a neck joint that you can move up and down. You got the shoulders. The one different is like this right here has that butterfly joint right there. They don't have that on this guy. It is just the regular pin hinge joint, which I think is perfectly fine. Doesn't change too much for me. You do have a rotation at the bicep. You do have two bends at the elbow. The wrists do have the forward and back, and then they also have the rotation. You do have a upper diaphragm joint. You have a rotation at the waist. Hips move forward and back, in and out. Two bends here at the knee, and then you come down to the ankle, forward and back, and the hacky sack pose. And you can see like he's got little toesies, little toes. But really fun. I mean, I really, really do like the way that this guy looks. I'm going to swap out some of these hands here just to kind of play around with some things a little bit. I do wish that there was some more swappable elements, ice effects or whatever. I mean, you can see, though, I mean, he's just got this cool look to him. I mean, I really dig it. So, and the color is gorgeous. It really, really is. I mean, low-key, this is a kind of a favorite of mine. Just the overall look of him. I do wish he came with a little bit more just to really enhance that ice effect. That would be really fun. But there you go, guys. I do absolutely recommend him. I mean, a figure by himself, he turned out really good. And obviously, you need them for the Build-A-Figure piece, so definitely a figure that I would recommend picking up to you guys. And let's swap this one out, because that one's a little bit more, like I said, emotive of a hand. So get that in that. Look at that. Look at that. That is wicked cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, gorgeous. So fun. So yeah, absolutely would recommend picking this guy up for a variety of reasons. If you are interested in getting them, much like all these figures, they are available online as places like Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. For both of those places, I'll put links right down in the video description, where you can go there and check out availability on him, as well as the rest of the wide range of Marvel Legend figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Once again, I want to send a huge shout out to all of you who watch my videos. If you made it all the way to the end of this review, do yourself a favor and give yourself a thumbs up. It helps me, helps you, helps everybody. And as always, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you all for watching and taking the time to be a kid.